Hello, this is The Slayer, and you're watching TVLine.com.
Welcome back to another edition of Reality Check, your weekly deep dive into all things unscripted television. I'm TVLine's Michael Slezak. I am here with American Idol Season 6 standout Melinda Doolittle, and we're gonna take a selfie.
You're kidding.
No. And so it begins.
Yeah, with a kick to the
Let me take a selfie. Absolutely not. I quit. I have this disdain for selfies to begin with, and even a greater disdain for that song, if we're gonna call it a song.
Is this the beginning of the rapture or what?
I wouldn't give it a second thought.
I'm just chalking it up to they needed filler.
But
Ryan's
Selfie?
dog could only stay so long.
Selfie?
Well, I'm not exactly quaking in my stylish yet affordable boots, but there's definitely something unnatural going on here.
They've been trying to make hashtag idol selfie happen for the entire season.
We're discovering social media. We're hip. We have a hashtag.
hashtag idol selfie.
Hashtag tragique. Also, it's your 500th episode. You have dozens of powerful singers who have come off the show over the last 12 seasons who would probably be more than happy to give you a little musical moment. Melinda Doolittle.
I wish they could have found another way to fill the time, and that is what I will say. That is my PC answer, and we are moving on, Michael.
Okay, we'll move on. I did an interview with Uncle PB where I was telling him, like, too much Randy, Randy's doing a bad job, and suddenly he was like, do you want more Randy? I can give you more. And I was like, no! So I don't want tears every week, but on hometown visits, that's the one night where even if someone is like in a fetal position in front of their couch weeping, that's good. I don't want that every week, but hometown visit is that one special time.
We got tears from Gina.
Oh, Gina and Gina's grandparents.
But if you really think about it, Alex and Caleb, they are not ones to express their emotions outwardly very much. You know what I'm saying? Except for Caleb, like, maiming a mic stand. So there probably were no tears to be had, and I actually am okay with that because I felt like we saw some great portions of their hometown visit. I loved hearing Alex sing his original. It just showed me what kind of artist he was. It made me want to go to his concert and not see a split screen of J-Lo the entire time. Can we just, on his hometown visit?
On his hometown visit. J-Lo, and more J-Lo. At that point, I knew he was going home. Actually, I think we knew Alex was going home right from the opening of the Wednesday show when they went to the cafeteria and ordered up the Lauren Elena.
Again?
So can you explain to us what happened with Lauren and why it was so dramatic?
Which, as we know, is when you bring a doctor in scrubs onto the stage.
He's been struggling with a little bit of bronchitis and sinusitis.
Yeah, I've seen this bit before.
Her vocal cords were really rough and sprained.
Okay, you used to be me. You've done all this before. What happens next?
I don't remember.
We're still doing this. In season 13, we're still doing this.
He actually has a small vocal cord hemorrhage, which is like a bruise on his vocal cord.
You know I have a pet peeve about disclaimers. I have a huge pet peeve about it. But when you bring a doctor out in scrubs, then you've gone too far.
Kind of like a runner with a badly sprained ankle.
So he's like a runner who's running with a badly bruised ankle.
Great story, man.
You've gone too far. When every critique starts with, I know you're sick.
I'm so feeling for you right now, man, with that voice.
Is my voice ever gonna come back? Is it gonna be the same again?
Don't get me wrong, I have sympathy for Caleb because it sucks to be on stage and your voice to not be working right.
The only real concern I have, Caleb, is that you don't hurt yourself tonight.
But every single one of them was dealing with something. That's the hardest week. By top 3 week, everybody's got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I got bronchitis.
I know for a fact that Alex had bronchitis too. Like, I mean, he was sick, and they mentioned nothing.
First of all, take a page from TLC. I don't want no scrubs. No scrubs.
Trying to holler at me. Don't want no scrubs.
I think it's important for me not to tell the audience you're sick.
Even when you're talking about you can't use being sick as an excuse, you're still saying the words being sick again and again and again and again.
People perform sick. It happens all the time. So, you know, that's showbiz.
In the court of reality check, all of these people are guilty. Hashtag put them in jail.
First, let me take a selfie.
Go, period, yourself.
Exclamation point.
Let's get into the music. I was upset this week because I felt that Alex, out of the 3 contestants, had the best week overall.
At least round 1 and 2, he clearly won.
He clearly won the first 2 rounds. I think the way his set list was positioned, he ended on his weakest note.
Take her home, drive all night, keep her warm and tight.
But Stay and Pompeii, especially Stay, his vocal was so beautiful. I loved that last sort of run he did where it was almost like, he was like almost going up describe that technically, because I'm like, he's going up steps.
He was going up steps, like he really was, but he was like going up this like almost medieval chromatic scale that it just blew my mind. It was flawless and gorgeous.
I want you to say.
And then he didn't even end on the 1, like he kind of put in a little 9 there, which is my happy place. I sound like Harry right now, but I don't even care.
I want you to stay.
It's funny, you're the broken one, and it does that. I felt like that run on Stay was almost a callback to that, if I'm gonna get really technical.
It's funny, you're the broken one, but I'm the only one who needed saving.
And he's not content to just serve us exactly what one would expect. He wants to give us something different, and I so appreciate that. And I appreciated that on Pompeii, he gave us guitar and drums, and I know that he lost the mic for a second switching over to drums, but I can live with that.
In the rumble of our sins.
It is almost impossible to play the drums like that and sing on a different rhythm.
Gray clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above.
I was so impressed by that, and hearing the feedback saying,
It's almost like if you had a couple of more days to get this entire performance under your belt, I would have felt a little bit more joy.
Yes, take one more day during the week that you have hometown visits and 3 songs to nail. You don't want to think too hard that week because everything's happening, but he challenged himself.
As much as I thought Alex had the strongest overall body of work, I would say the performance of the week was Gina's Creep. And it came at just the right time because it closed the show, but my God, that was good.
Listen, that little heifer can sing. It just is what it is. She, to me, should win the season, right? Like, if it's between Gina and Caleb, it's Gina, right?
It's Gina. I will say, I can't believe the judges saddled her with Demi Lovato's Heart Attack.
I wasn't upset with them giving her that song. I was upset with the way it was executed. While I thought Titanium would have been a great song for her voice, it wasn't.
Ricochet, you take your aim, fire away, fire away.
It was very American Horror Story Coven. Are they gonna burn Gina to death at the end of the performance?
Maybe they should have practiced it more or something, because it was almost like she couldn't hear up there. Like something changed as the lower she got, the better her pitch got.
Show me down.
Surprising to hear her have a pitch problem though, like a serious pitch problem on that song. I was like, whoa.
In the beginning, for me, it felt a little shaky, and I never felt you loosen up the way that you usually do.
But I thought it was interesting. Gina got called out for pitch problems. Alex got called out for, losing his place a little bit, switching over to drums. Caleb got called out for nothing.
In lieu of a critique, you've come so far in this competition.
It was not a great week for him vocally. It was not a great week for him artistically. And he got a complete free pass.
You have no problems up there. I mean, it was still a stellar performance.
You could tell that it affected every single part of his body, of his voice, and he has not apparently had to get to the professional part of his life where he has to learn how to sing around that. Yeah. Now he should, and he should do it quickly. He really is still learning that, and I keep trying to tell myself that so that I don't hold him to a standard of a professional.
I can't escape this now unless you show me how.
His first two songs were just a mess. They really were.
And the third one,
If ever there was like a complete moment of miraculous healing.
they acted like they'd just seen Candace Glover's Love Song or Melinda Doolittle's Have a Nice Day. They did not.
I understand getting so frustrated with your voice and the whole thing that you just want to go crazy. And that's what he did at the end of that song. I get it. Like, you're just letting out your angst and going, and that's kind of exciting in the room.
That was a true Idol moment.
I don't even remember what Caleb sang because I get so excited about that band, that bass line, which obviously excites J-Lo too, because what was that body roll?
Rated B for bazooms.
# inappropriate.
She's like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Are you saying J-Lo's inappropriate or my rating is inappropriate?
J-Lo.
Right, okay.
J-Lo.
I think he was the third place performer this week, and I think Alex deserved to make it through to the finale over him.
This whole season has been gearing up for a Gina Caleb finale.
Correct.
But we got spoiled because America has been voting based on each week for the most part. So we thought maybe they were going to vote based on the week, and they didn't. They voted based on the season, and technically that's fair too.
Caleb Johnson!
You're right, it doesn't follow the pattern that we've gotten used to.
Yeah.
On The Voice, we've gotten used to a pattern of we're just throwing contestants off the side of the boat, left and right. We're speeding towards the end of the season. I feel so emotionally disconnected from this season, despite the fact that there are some amazing performers on it.
I can't even fully get attached to like the best contestant that I've heard in a long time. I mean, Josh Kaufman is just flawless.
It's like next level singing.
Yes.
It is.
The way he goes up into his falsetto, like the tone that happens is honestly like he's holding my heart in his hand and like just
In a good way.
everything works together so well, and I love him. I think I don't know him because they haven't given me time to.
We've seen performances from Christina as well that
Yes.
have been amazing. We've seen some great stuff from Kat and Kristen too, but you kind of want to see over more than 4 or 5 weeks. You want to see more like 10 to 12 weeks. There's no ability to see growth in such a short period of time, and it's frustrating. And it's frustrating to me also that Jake Worthington is in the final 3.
Finding it hard to believe.
We must be missing it. We're missing it because I would have.
You're all that I want. You're all that I need.
They called his name first.
Jake Worthington from Team Black.
You know what it is though? We have his coach saying,
You're the real deal. I mean, you're somebody that needs to be on the radio and country music. We need you right now.
and then you've got poor Kristen Merlin performing, where again this week Shakira is like, you are for the minorities. Like, what?
And I'm so freaking proud of you because you represent all the minorities out there.
Why do you keep saying that? When Kristen Merlin sang Foolish Games this week, I was completely taken with her.
Stood in my doorway with nothing to say.
And I thought, this is enough to get her to the finale. And she made top 10 on iTunes, and then they were like, nope.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Voice Instant Save starts officially right now.
Oh, let's see. It's a Twitter save, and Christina Grimmie's got 400,000 followers.
Christina Grimmie,
I felt weird not saving Christina Grimmie because I feel like she's had some great moments over the course of the season, but top 5 night was not a good night for her.
a mess with people would stop to hold.
My dream final 3 was Josh, Kristen, and Christina.
Yes.
But since it was Josh, Jake, and one of the women, I would have put Kristen through over Christina. And I know that's controversial.
Team Adam as a whole had a rough night. And so in that case, I blame Adam. I don't blame the contestants as much.
Let it go, let it go.
The choices that he allowed were just, I mean, let it go.
There are good surprises and there are bad surprises. Like, good surprises, you know, someone bought you a cake. Bad surprise is like someone's in your closet that you didn't think was in there. That's a bad surprise. Not all surprises are good.
Oh, okay. So who do we want to win?
I think it's got to be Josh Kaufman. I don't think it will be Josh Kaufman, but I want it to be Josh Kaufman.
It better be Josh Kaufman. If it's not, are we doing this next season?
Let's see how that ABC show with The Wall does.
Are you kidding me? Why are there more?
I don't know.
But first, let me take a selfie.
Okay, that's enough. I've had enough now. I've had a long day and I've had bloody enough.